Okay, so first off, let's sound test this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. All right, ready?
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, good. Now they're synced. As synced as we're gonna get them.
Okie dokie.
These high school boys and girls are having a hop at the local soda fountain. Innocently they dance. Innocent of a new and deadly menace lurking behind closed doors.
Of course, if you're afraid.
The Somewhat Recreational Podcast.
Hi, welcome to a very special episode of the Somewhat Recreational AF Podcast with your host, me. Today we have a crazy cool ass guest that's all the way from the other side of the fucking world. Right now it's like 12, it's high noon where I'm at. And what time is it over there, friend?
It's 20 to 8 in the evening. I should
What?
probably say my name, huh? My name's Jay.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
If you could, how would you describe yourself to the uncaring internet? Keep in mind, this is probably going to be the first impression, Jesus, that anyone will ever have of you.
I'm
Ever.
queer as fuck and I don't give a fuck. Edgy, edgy, edgy.
Nice.
There we go.
I don't think you could have said it any better, in fact.
Also, I'm English as hell, so you're gonna have to suck that one up.
Yep. What? Gross.
I don't think I've ever said the word suck that one up before. There we go.
I know suck one off. I know what that means, but suck one up? Oh, why?
Like a sponge.
Ew. Ew. Alright, that's it for the podcast.
Okay, yeah, so I have to go now.
I have to leave. Alright, so Jesus Christ, you're really cool to us boring Americans. Well, specifically me, because you live in Europe. Like, what's that like?
Well, I don't know if you've been following the news, but Brexit is ruining our lives. And also, yeah, we just keep blowing things up, so we're leveling out with America at the moment, so it's pretty cool. This shit got political quick.
We should probably avoid that. especially
I'm
considering.
here to talk to you about politics.
Hello, I'm from Europe.
I am the Europe. Welcome to Politica.
Well, thank God America's doing great with our great imperial president, Trumbo.
Gotta love the fascism.
That's pretty great. He has, Yeah, we should really not do this. So we have some other topics written down.
Probably won't get us assassinated.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the goal is not to get killed doing this podcast.
I mean-
So, what's it like? As you stated, you are gay and you don't give a fuck. What's that like over in Europe? Because I imagine that being of the other persuasions and whatnot over there is a lot different than it is over here in America.
I mean, American culture has got like a lot more vibrancy to it, but like
you can be honest. I don't give a shit.
no, like American gays are like exclamation mark, like gay TM, but like in England it's just like a little bit
It's more subdued.
bland. Yeah,
So like America, as a reflection of the culture, the queer population you see as being more up in
Yeah,
your
it's-
face in a way.
yeah, like it's more vivid when you do actually get to see it, whereas England is just like that one's a gay,
That
and
one.
that's it.
Okay, so it's a lot.
So
It's
it's-
so. Does that imply that it's like a lot more just normal and average over
mean-
there, while over here it's like the second you come out as anything other than straight, you're instantly thrusted into the high, not popular. Well, actually, kind of popularity. It's come to the point over here. I feel that being gay is like trending in a way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like it's a very polarized thing at the moment. Like, you're either, oh yeah, gays forever, or you're like, fuck the gays.
Fuck
But
the
not in like,
gays.
fuck the gays, you know what I mean?
Not fuck the gays, just kill them. I could see that. I could see how that juxtaposition is very visual to anyone
Whereas-
that's not in the culture.
Whereas
and
in
whatnot.
England, it's just like, yeah, he's gay, and that means he's gay, and you just kind of like, it's just really boring. There's sometimes I kind of wish that somebody started a fight with me, just to give me something to do, but at the same time, I'm like, please don't hurt me.
Okay, so it's very. There's a really good word for what I feel like you're trying to describe over there. It's a lot more. Would you say it's like tolerated?
Yeah, it's tolerated, but it's not like accepted. It's like,
Okay, it's no one's gonna voice their opposite opinion because no one
yeah,
cares.
we're all too polite.
Ah, jeez. I could see that. Yeah, in America, it's kind of like this big old thing. I mean, then again, I've never experienced going out in public and witnessing like a hate crime, ever. Thank God.
Oh, I have, unfortunately. That was not a fun time, but
Oh, jeez. I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah. I got
Did anything
bottled
bad happen
by-
specifically to you, or
Yeah, I got bottled by an angry Irish woman one time. She was
Bot-
wasted.
bottled?
Yeah, you know when somebody throws a fucking glass bottle at you?
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a
No, like,
Thesaurus
literally,
term.
bottle to the back.
bottled.
Why?
So it's a cool sounding word. I just thought it had more cool
Bottled.
bottled and whatnot.
Yeah, we don't use T's at all anymore. It's just bottled.
Bottled and whatnot. So another thing we were talking about before we were doing before we were talking about gay stuff is cultural differences
Oh yeah.
and whatnot. That was a huge. That was a very.
Yeah, that was a fun time. That
Yeah, you
conversation
literally
lasted
you
for, like,
posted
months.
you posted an actual map in the Discord in order to display what it's like being. When you say England, like what it encompasses specifically. Because I'm an ignorant piece of shit that only knows about
Wow,
American
there's a
stuff.
world outside of America.
No, there's not. There's only
It's
Japan and here.
Right, here's a concept. Like, you know how in, like, apocalypse movies or games and, like, The Last of Us or something, or The Walking Dead, it's
Mhm.
like, the world has fallen and it's, like, just America and nobody ever, like, thinks to check on the rest of the world. And I always like to picture that America's, like, so messed up that y'all don't know that the rest of the world's still fucking fine. Like, it's like Day of the Dead over there and we're just like, yeah, pass us the tea.
Jesus. You're probably right. That's probably what's going to happen down the line. If there's ever a virus outbreak, the great old golden melting pot of America is probably going to go down immediately while the rest of everyone else is like, yeah, nothing really changed.
Mm.
Same old. Because has there ever
It's
really
fine, we
been...
just have zombies now. It's okay.
Has there ever really
Maybe
been
it
like
was.
a European horror game, though?
I think being in Europe is like the horror game that you live in real life.
Jesus.
I think that's horror enough.
Is it really that bad being in Europe? I mean,
No,
it's
no,
not
we just
counting
like-
nowadays, right?
We just love complaining.
Fucking really?
Yeah.
Like,
Like-
what's the last thing that a lot of people are angry about that wasn't really that big of a deal?
So you know how there was like a massive heat wave in the UK?
I didn't receive that Twitter notification. Fortunately not.
Yeah, we were all like dying because England isn't built for having heat. Like no buildings have aircon or whatever. But like America's like, it's not that hot. We get that all the time, and we're like, yeah, but we're not used to this. So like, people die. Like I'm not
God,
even
really?
kidding. Like old people will die in their homes
Oh,
because we're just
fuck.
not used to it.
Jesus Christ, that's actually kind of a terrifying thought.
Yeah.
You just
But
open
then,
up on
like-
grandma and you see a bunch of like steamed pork or something.
Oh God.
sorry, sorry, was
an
that too
image.
far? Was that too real for you?
No, I'm just laughing because my grandparents live in Spain and it's hot as hell. So like, more be like the other way around. They'd come to visit for Christmas, and I'm just like burnt to a crisp.
So weather fluctuations aren't really a thing in Europe.
Yeah, like it's usually deadpan, overcast, not warm, not cold, but like more to the cold side. So like when it's specifically cold or raining, we complain. When it's warm, we complain.
Oh
But, like,
jeez.
we just find something to complain about at all times.
Dog, I don't know how long you'd be able to last in Colorado then. We've
I love the sun. I'm not built for it.
No, we literally had a week where at the beginning it was like blizzard conditions, and by the end of it, it was so fucking hot. It was depressing.
I mean, like,
And then we had a tornado happen. So
yeah, that's the thing. England doesn't get tornadoes much.
fuck,
And
really?
if they do, they're not like big.
There's a little tornado going down.
Like
Liverpool
tornadoes,
Street.
earthquakes, they don't really hit us that hard.
You guys don't get like tsunamis either, I imagine.
No.
So you just
Could you imagine if a tsunami hit England? Like, we'd just be gone.
you'd be dead. It'd be like Atlantis all over again.
Yeah.
Do you
I
guys-
genuinely think Atlantis was just off the coast of Ireland and we just got fucked up.
Probably, especially because if I remember correctly, it was like a somewhat Greek society. Or
Yeah,
something.
so it was like just south of where Italy is, I think. Or at least that's where Greece was at that point, so.
My God, that's right. You guys lost an entire thing thanks to a little tsunami.
Mm-hmm.
Ergo, Hawaii, where I'm actually from, that's like a monthly occurrence and whatnot. You ever been inside of a hurricane?
No, can't say I have.
It is the weirdest thing ever. So you know what the eye of the storm is, right?
Yeah, well, it's like, just
It's like right where
dead.
the thing's circling around, okay? So you'll have like just torrential rain and wind and shit blowing everywhere and whatnot, and it's crazy and it's really cool and whatnot. But then out of nowhere, you see this hole with lights, like a really nice light just shining down on this beautiful little scene, and it like a UFO, it slowly moves over to your house, right? And then
Yeah.
once you're inside it, you swear to God there was like oh, a really nice morning rain, and that was it, and everything's like nice and sunny now. And then that slowly moves away and whatnot, and then you're back in like the shitty, very windy, very rainy bullshit, and everything's like dark and
That
depressing
sounds
and
far
whatnot.
too extra for my liking.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
like-
imagine going through that while shit-faced drunk.
I don't think I'd survive that.
It's really fun. I shot a video while doing that. It's still up on
Oh,
my
God.
channel.
Oh, God. That's gonna be the fun watching of the evening.
Oh yeah, the evening watch and whatnot.
Yeah. I mean, like, the thing about England is because we don't experience these things, we think we do. Like, it gets a bit windy. It was like, oh my God, there was a hurricane. And calm down, Deborah. It was just windy. Like,
Really.
it rains for more than 2 hours and it's like, it was a monsoon.
So what was the worst weather that you ever experienced in your life then?
I mean, like, when I was just born, there was like this massive ass rainstorm where like the local river had flooded so much that like the bridge had been overtaken, and the bridge was a good, what, 10 meters above?
Ooh, dang.
And it was just like everything was drenched and ruined. It was a good time to be alive. I'm glad I don't remember it.
Dude, do you think that was like a sign from God?
Yeah, it
Like
was just
this
"Oh,
child
fuck,
will
he's
bring
here."
storms. He will
Yeah,
doom
I am
England.
Storm from the X. I am Storm from the X-Men.
Ooh, what's that like?
Honestly, I wish I was. She is just fucking snatched at all times. So, just having those eyebrows would be great.
Her only ability is that she's able to summon rain and lightning, right?
Yeah, that's a shit ability in England. Like, we're all like,
'Cause it's always
boo,
raining.
suffering. And then she just turns up. She just get egged straight away.
So I imagine being egged is the same thing as being bottled.
Yeah.
Just with
Usually,
eggs.
if something's being thrown at you, we just turn the thing being thrown at you into, like, a verb.
You got cupped. It's when
No,
someone
that's
has
something completely different.
Oh shit! What did I just say?
I don't think I want to explain the concept
Well,
of cupping to you.
No, now you got to. Now you got to.
Like, if you cup in your hands, but you can imagine how it's, like, perceived inappropriate.
What?
Like, if you
Like-
cup something in your hands, right?
All right. Cool.
Mhm.
I'm putting my hands in a cup now. Ah, it's so gross and dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get
Imagine
it.
what's going in that cup.
Cum? Is that what you're trying to?
Well,
Is that
usually
your
it's
track?
genitals, but I suppose...
Why would you want to cup genitals?
I don't know, it's just like having a bit of a squeeze.
Is that a thing you could do?
No, it's usually defined as assault.
Fuck.
Like, I don't think anyone's like, yeah, I really enjoy cupping. Like, it's usually a bad thing.
Fucking. That'd be gross. Like if I ever saw genitals that could fit like in the palm of my hand, I would put it away.
What?
Like, okay. Do you ever okay, so maybe like you're having like a relation with a male person, right?
You're doing the sec.
Yeah, you're doing the sec and they pull their pee out, okay? That's American slang for you.
Sure.
And you cup it. If just the nut part fit in my hand, I'd say, all right, well I'm all right. Have a good day. I'd leave. Cause that's
Yeah,
too
like-
big. I feel like there comes a time where the shit's just too unnecessary. When it comes to genitalia, that's just me though.
Usually it's like the whole package. It's not just the... I don't even know what words to use, because I'm going to sound like an asshole anyway.
It doesn't matter. Just go for
Like,
it.
usually it's not just, like, specifically the balls. Like, it's the whole... It's the whole package.
All
like-
right.
It's usually through clothes, so it's not, like, specific, I'm weighing your scrotum type.
Yeah, but like, what if you're having a relation with a guy and then he pulls his winger out and then is fucking just the nut part fits like in the palm of your hands? I would say that's too much, and I'd leave.
Well, to good guys, we just call that success.
Like, yeah. Ew. Ew. I'm starting to think you might be queer.
Whoa.
But like, don't you like even as like a gay person, there has to be like a limit to that shit, right?
Like, it depends how much lube and time you've got, to be fair. Like, some
really
people see it
funny.
as, like, a risk or a challenge, and then there's others that are just like, nah, there's a
Eh.
line.
But like, what if you got in like a monogamous relationship and you're able to like use your god powers to like edit the genitalia part? Like, what would you settle with for the rest of your life? You know?
Are you asking me, like, my specific type?
Well, just genitalia though, not the entire package, as in the personality and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. Is this the limit? Is this the
Fuck
limit?
the face, like, fuck the personality, like, what he did look like.
Is this? I'm sorry. Am I crossing the J line right now?
No.
Lovely.
I just, like, if he's too big, bear in mind that I'm lazy as fuck. So I can't be arsed with all that, like, prep and shit. So, like, just average is already by me. Like, if it fits in my hand, that's fine. Like, if it doesn't fit, either my hand dwarfs it or, like, it dwarfs my hand, that's usually, like, a no-go.
Okay, so the hand size is the perfect, the real
Yeah.
spot to hit.
It's gotta be cuppable.
It has to be cuppable.
If it's cuppable, I'm capable.
Fuck you, Jay. That's I don't know if you guys believe in Christmas, but that's gonna be your Christmas present. Not a dick, a shirt that has the phrase on it. I should be more careful.
I mean, either's fine.
Jay, I'm gonna send you a penis. Get ready. It's gonna be.
Yeah, 3 to 5 days postage on this peen.
Oh, fuck, dude. Plus, I gotta send it from America. That's gonna be expensive.
Do you realize that, like, when we buy things from America, we have to pay customs? Does that happen the other way around?
I would think so. I would think so.
Like, if somebody imported something from, like, the UK, do y'all have to pay customs and shit, like, to get it out of the post office?
I mean, most of the stuff that I get is usually from California, so I don't really have experience with having to pay. Are they called tariffs? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Like,
Yes.
we have to pay a charge because usually it's, like, imported goods is, like, taxed or whatever.
The only time I ever bought something that I knew wasn't from America was from China, and
Oh yeah,
was,
China's
this,
like this cheap.
oh yeah, this was back when I had a dog, right? So there was this advertisement on my Facebook. There was this really cool jacket that was on there, completely black. It had it had like a Chinese wave pattern in the front, and I was like, that's perfect. That's all I need. I'm gonna get that. Got it in a large, right? The thing is that like it didn't say specifically what the sizes were.
Mm.
So I get it. It took not only did it take 3 months, but this motherfucker costed $40 for this one jacket, and I was young, so I didn't know like what was too much on the internet and what wasn't. So I got it, right, and turns out that was actually a website that made clothes for dogs. So
my
I
God.
didn't get a good cool ass jacket, but my dog motherfucking did, and she looked fly. But I think it was like $30 for the jacket and like $10 for.
Right, another thing I'd like to clarify.
Mhm.
You lot had, like, Pimp My Ride, right?
Yeah, that was a stupid show.
Okay, so, like, pimping something out is, like, making it better.
Or prostitution, but pretty much.
Yeah, I just want to clarify that you weren't, like, getting your dog to work corners.
What was that?
Because I said, like, you were pimping your dog out. I just want to clarify that bestiality is not something I
No.
endorse.
Oh yeah, I would never pimp out my dog. That fucking goddamn it, Jay. Out of all the things to ask an American, why?
Hello and welcome to Ask an American, Chapter 1, Bestiality.
We don't.
We
Chapter
don't.
2.
You heard it here first, kids. We don't bestiality.
Like, I heard bestiality is a thing in Germany. There's a lot of furries there, apparently.
I did not know that.
Now you know. It was one. Then again, it was from one of those shitty JPEGs where it was like number of churches in America, number of McDonald's in America, number of furries in Germany. What? At least I think that's what the
Out of
context of it
curiosity, I
was.
don't suppose you remember how many McDonald's in America, because I'm fucking curious now.
Oh my god, it's probably. I would not be surprised if it was in the thousands, or even, dude, if it hit 1 million, even then I wouldn't be surprised. There's so many. There's one I know that's like right up the street from me.
Yeah, I think the closest one to me is like 15-minute walk away.
Christ. What do you guys have any we always read these articles over here about like crazy cool shit that other McDonald's serve in order to adapt with the culture. Like whenever I go to Hawaii, there's this McDonald's, all the McDonald's there, they serve this Spam rice and egg plate, which is actually really fucking delicious. But I know I'll never get that in America. So like, is there anything cool that is served locally?
Well, I mean, in England, the McDonald's do like this thing called Taste of America, and they just sell like more American burgers than just like the generic.
The man fuck burger.
I mean, if there was a man fuck burger, you know I'm on that.
Just as long as it fits in your hands.
Yeah.
What do they serve specifically?
Cupping rule applies. Dicks, burgers, food, whatever.
Fuck.
Portion sizes.
What specific foods did they serve
I don't know, like,
from the American?
I should imagine it's pretty much the same. Like, we've got, like, pancakes. Like, we've got the breakfast menu shit. I think the most British thing on the McDonald's menu is, like bacon butties and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. I'm just remembering a conversation I had where I had to explain what chip butty was to somebody we mutually know.
Chip?
As in what you'd call fries, but better.
Oh yeah, chips are just French fries over here.
No, not French fries. They're like thick.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. They're like potato wedges. My bad.
Yeah.
Someone we mutually know. Gee, I wonder. Fucking hell.
Vague.
Vague.
They like screamed at me when I sent them photos of a chip butty and
Chip boy.
butty, Butty.
Okay, I actually don't know what buddy is.
It's like a sandwich. It's like buttered bread with chips in the middle.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah, like I sent
really,
a photo and they screamed.
Like unnecessarily starchy, but okay. Well, they scream a lot.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah,
just...
it's like a starch sandwich.
Fuck! I want to send some over.
It might be rotted by the time it gets to you.
Yeah, I'll still eat it. You know us Americans, we love to eat.
Oh God.
I still want to. I will
That's the
pay
thing,
you.
like,
Sorry, what?
that's the thing. Like portion sizes. Like, full disclosure, I used to work at a American style diner, and it was basically a tin can in the middle of nowhere with no AC. So it was like the bad shit. But like the portion sizes are fucking huge.
Oh yeah. Why would I want to portion my meal? That's communist and anti-American.
Okay, so cupping rule doesn't apply there.
Nope.
Nope.
If it can fit in my 10-gallon hat, it ain't enough.
Oh God. Why do you measure hats in gallons?
I
gonna feel that
don't.
shit.
Stupid white people do. So.
That good point.
I think the point was that they measured them in 10-gallon hats. They measured it by the gallon because that's how much like water you could fit in them. Because back in the day, you had to be like really resourceful with your shit, right? So if you had anything that could hold water for long ass horseback travels, you would use it. So I guess that's where 10-gallon hats.
Yeah, but like,
then again, that's like
just like fill the hat with water and just like when they're thirsty on like fucking cowboys and shit and they're thirsty, they just like motivate the hat just to get drink.
Pretty much.
Lovely.
Then
wow,
again,
your
that's my
culture's so diverse and beautiful.
that's my drunk history version of that. Hey, that's actually a really good question though. So in America, when we were getting founded, we really romanticized the idea of the cowboy. It's like a rugged solo. It's always a man. We're sexist. We hate women, and it's like they got like the big hat. They got the Clint Eastwood fucking expression, cigarette in their mouth, red bandana, and cowboy boots and all that stuff. I'm curious. Would there happen to be like an English version of just a lone hero and whatnot,
I mean,
whether in storytelling or like something that feels like a huge archetype that's very popular among English culture?
I mean, there used to be things called highwaymen, which were basically rogue cowboys that like when people were like horse and carts and just started to get cars, like they used to jump out in front and then like with guns and steal your shit. So that kind of like was rogue cowboys, but the only comparison that was like fits the stereotype would have been like Robin Hood.
Of course.
Like, do you guys have Robin Hood?
We have the Disney version and all the movies that came out, like Robin Hood and His Merry Men or whatever it's called.
Literally, Sherwood Forest is about an hour's drive from where I live.
Yeah.
It like exists. I've been.
Oh fuck! He's a real boy?
Robin Hood. Well, I don't know if it's confirmed that Robin Hood himself, but there was a Robin of Locksley.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so that shit happened.
See, I never knew Sherwood Woods was a thing.
Yeah, Sherwood Forest is like pretty boring actually. It's full of like
fat
dumb
people.
shit.
Like
No,
what?
it is still a forest, but like It's usually used for fly tipping nowadays.
Fly tipping?
Yeah, like when you just, when you just see like a sofa in the middle of nowhere because nobody wanted it, so they just fly tipped it.
Oh, they just dump it.
Yeah.
That's another really cool word that I would never use in my American life.
By the end of this podcast, you'll be fluent in English.
Oh, lovely.
Right, do you remember when there was, like, the memes that went around of, like, British banter?
I remember the
Like-
Scottish Twitter memes.
Yeah,
Those were pretty
Scotland's
funny.
actually like that, and the British banter, like, just a bit of banter with the lads. Like,
Fuck.
we all speak like
What?
that.
Oh,
That's
dude, what
genuine.
are cheeky Nando's, by the way? I remember that was a
Oh
thing.
my god.
What the fuck are cheeky Nando's?
Mate, so, like, you're out with the lads,
Yeah.
and you just got back from a session, you're, like, hanging,
Yeah.
and you're fucking hungry, and you get into the point where you're hungry, and your mate is like a complete ledge, and he's like, "Yo, let's go to Nando's," and it's like top notch, let's smash it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
did you understand any of that?
No, I mean, okay, so let
So
me say
basically,
let me
there's,
say
like-
the American version of that, all right?
Yeah,
So you guys, you and your friends are dicking around and shit, right? You go back
that
to
sounds
your
really,
apartment.
really gay, and I don't think I.
It's
can
American.
support
It's
those
always gay. All right.
I don't think I could support those lifestyle choices.
So you're fucking your friends.
Into it.
Okay. And then and then one of them goes, "Shit, man, dude, I'm kind of fucking hungry." And then you turn to your friend and you say, "Shut up, queer." And he turns to you. He's like, "Fuck you, I'm American." And then you turn to him and says, "Dude, I got you. Let's get in the whip. Let's get some fucking McDonald's." And you go,
Get
you get
in
some
the whip.
McDonald's. And then I guess that's the equivalent in a. So, are cheeky? Is it like a restaurant?
Nando's is like a restaurant that sells exclusively chicken.
Oh, okay. And are they open like 24/7? Is that the joke?
I don't think so. I wouldn't know. I've never actually been.
You never been to a cheeky Nando's?
No,
Also,
because
is it
they're all
called
like,
cheeky? Is cheeky?
it's just Nando's, and if you open a
Fuck.
cheeky Nando's, it's like it's a cheeky Nando's is like you really ought not to, because it's not like it's like going out and getting takeaway at 3 o'clock in the morning. Like you make Vanessa's vomiting on the curb, and you're just like, yeah, I'm having a kebab.
I don't know what you just said, but it sounded really nice.
Okay, so picture the scene.
All right.
Council estate. There's a girl, and her skirt could only be classified as a belt,
Ooh.
and she's vomiting,
Oh.
and in one hand she has
A
a
Nando?
half-eaten kebab.
Oh.
That is like alcohol culture in England. Like, you guys make it so romanticized, like clubbing and shit, and we're just like drinking white spirits on the park.
It's not fun.
No.
What's it like being, or what's it like being 18 and able to drink?
Wouldn't know.
Oh shit, that's right, my bad. I thought
I
thought
mean,
you guys
like-
had Pride Fest a couple
Yeah,
weeks ago.
like-
and you drank.
yeah, but I wasn't supposed to. Nobody cares in England. Nobody gives a
Damn
fuck.
it. Dude, in fucking America, you have to pay like $5 for a fucking bottled water, and if you want like a shit beer, it's like $12.
Oh yeah, no, at Pride, this dude just walked up to us like, you guys having a good time? We were like, yeah. He was like, do you want to have a better time? He was like, yeah. He just handed us shots of Fireball.
Oh, nice.
It was a good time. And
Nice.
like, people will just wander up to you. It was like, do you guys need somebody with an ID to buy your drinks? And you're like, yeah, sure.
Jesus, really?
But like, because I've got quite a naturally deep voice, and I'm quite tall, I usually get served regardless.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get served in England. As long as you don't look like a literal fetus, you usually get served.
Man, America's so boring.
Yeah, I don't understand
on
why
the
it's
alcohol.
21, but like you can drive at like 16.
Yeah, you can buy cigs and lottery tickets when you're 18, and you're considered sexually viable, legal wise when you're 18. That's about it.
That's. I mean, we can buy lottery tickets at 16, but
Really?
like, yeah, like scratch cards and shit. You can do the lottery at 16.
I always thought it
We
was a
can't really
religious thing. That's why you had to wait till you're 21.
No, it's usually just like don't get kids in debt.
No, I'm talking about alcohol, but I
Oh,
see the lottery side too.
hmm,
Do you guys have Do
yeah.
you guys have fucking Powerball over there?
What?
It's a stupid thing where I
Oh,
think,
it's like when the lottery they pick the numbers with like the ball machines.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and
we've
it's like
got
this
we've
big
got the
old
normal one,
event.
and we've got like Thunderball, and we've got we do them every week, man.
Lucky. Fucking, I hate the Powerball system. I know why we have it because it tax and shit, but
But
I
like
hate it.
America seems like so much more exciting in the way they do shit. Like
Yeah, I guess.
like you guys, it's like the 4th of July tomorrow, isn't it?
On Tuesday, so in a couple days, yeah.
Wait, what? It's the 4th
Oh
tomorrow
fuck! It's
for us.
I slept. I slept a lot. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be the 4th of July.
Yeah, so like you guys have got like all out with fireworks and shit, right?
Yup.
The only thing we have that is like bonfire night, which is when Guy Fawkes got burnt on a stake. Do you
Oh
guys know who
shit!
Guy Fawkes is?
It sounds like the anonymous dude.
Yeah, like it's based off him.
We
So
ruined
like he
that
tried to
man.
blow up. He tried to blow up Parliament because he didn't like him. And I mean, what a legend!
That was
That is definitely banter with the lads.
You just didn't like him.
You just like fuck Parliament, fuck the king, go and blow them the fuck up, and I'm like, amen.
Alright.
And like because he was trying to blow stuff up, they used like the gunpowder that he was going to blow up for fireworks, and like they burnt him. So we have like a big bonfire, and we have a shit ton of fireworks. And like you look at that, and you're like, oh yeah, that's lovely, lots of fireworks, it's great. And then we look at like the 4th of July celebrations, and it's just so bland in comparison.
Yeah, we really go all out in America. Like I was driving to hang out with my friend. I don't know if you know her, but she is a friend of the friend that we're alluding to. And
Oh,
yeah, and I was driving on Smoky Hill, I think it was a road, and
it was a road.
out of fucking nowhere, this giant motherfucking firework just explodes on the left side of my car, just all like
Jesus.
up in the air, and it was so fucking bright. I swear to God that I did like a second glance and I fucking swerved because I thought, oh great, World War III, thank God, just what I wanted as I was about to go hang out at a bonfire with a friendo
A friendo.
and
Bless.
shit. So it's just, and then it's literally we've been doing. That was like 3 days ago, but fireworks have been going off for the past week, just sporadically in the middle of night.
Jesus.
It's fucking,
Yeah.
it
I
kind of
mean,
sucks. I kind of don't
when
want it
we
to
have
happen.
fireworks, I suppose it's easier because like when you guys have fireworks, you've got the fear that it might be gunshots. But like
Yeah,
we don't have that fear most of the time. I mean,
yeah, you
if you
guys.
live close to a council estate like I do, you still kind of do. But you know,
What's a counselor state?
so like there's a lot of stigma around people who live on council estates because the council and the government like help you pay for it. So usually it's the people who aren't working, whether they can or can't.
All right.
Because there's some people that do like live off benefits and just can't be bothered, but like there are genuinely people that need it. But like there's
Hmm.
this whole thug culture, like specifically in council estates, and you kind of see it in like rough areas. But like, yeah, it's really messed up because like I used to go to school because my side of the border isn't a council estate, but the school I went to was smack bang on the border between my town and the council estate town. And it was just like this weird blend of middle class and working class, but like the higher end of working class kids, and then these like working class, like thuggy kids. And
Christ.
like one lad, example of Lad's Banter was he just like turned up one day and he was like out of his mind. We were like, what happened? And he was like, he just took a bunch of pills. We were like, all right. And like just random shit would happen. Like this one girl in English would just grinding pills up and just snorted it off the table.
Oh, fuck.
Hmm.
You probably shouldn't do any of that.
Yeah, that's not
Kids
advisable.
at home. Fuck, was she crazy? Was she dead?
No.
You sound
I
disappointed.
mean, I don't think she died. Like, if she turned up in a ditch, I'd be sad but not shocked.
Sad but not shocked. That's a good phrase.
Like, honestly, it was just so wild. It was like walking into a different world. They were just like, yeah, this is normal. You're like, okay. Like, the
Jesus.
dude that like came in on a bunch of pills, he'd just like gone to the local Sainsbury's and he'd like, you know, the performance enhancement pills that you get like in the bathrooms.
Yes? I think we have something like that. Usually it's like in drugstores and has like a tiger on it.
Yeah, no, there's like machines that like dispense condoms and things like that.
Condom.
And he just like taken a bunch choke.
Sorry. I couldn't help it.
Well, at least you've got a recording of me saying choke now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're saying before I rudely interrupted you.
Yeah, so like, and he'd just taken a bunch of these like, basically dick steroids, and he was just like, out of it because he'd like been smoking weed all day as well, and it was just like, what are you doing with your life?
Crying. That's kind of depressing.
Yeah, so that's the town I grew up in. Everybody. Oh, remind me to send you a video later made by somebody I used to go to school with. It's the funniest shit, and it will explain council estate culture perfectly.
All right. Tell me about it. I'll post it at the end of the podcast as like a.
Well, I mean, it says
credit.
where I live, so probably not. But
Never mind. This mystery video will go unseen forever.
yeah, and
So
like,
I don't think we even have like, well, I mean, we have entire states that we shit on over here in America, but we don't really have like.
looking at you, Texas.
Texas isn't that bad. It's racist and and really sexist, but it's pretty. Kind of. If you go to the good parts of it. If you really want to shit on a state, shit on Florida.
Florida seems legit though.
No,
Like,
it's the appendix of the fucking country. I swear to God. I'm not making this shit up. Everyone hates Florida.
Why is it the appendix? It looks more like the dick.
Well, you know how it hangs off on the side? On the right
Yeah,
side
like a
of
dick.
No, it's like an appendix. You know what an
No,
appendix
it's just like
is,
a dick
right?
you didn't know you needed.
No, it's like the little vestigial, like we could cut Florida off and we're good as a society. Honest to fucking God, we could cut them off. And we won't miss them! The only thing they're good for is like weird shit and alligators.
What about fucking Harry Potter world, mate? Right, I'm pissed that you've got the good Harry Potter resort thing when it was a British thing. Like we've got the studios it was filmed at, and that's alright, I guess. But like, you've got the good gush.
You want to hear my bullshit reason as to why it's we have it and you don't?
Yeah, sure, mansplain.
Because of money, because America doesn't know how to save money for shit.
Capitalism.
And we saw this brand new thing, and the second it dropped in America, it caught on fire. So people wanted to capitalize on it. That's why they built this little world that's from the books, and people are spending $20 for butterbeer and chocolate frog. And
the best part is I would spend that fucking money.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. That's the worst part is that I really want to go there.
Exactly, like
despite the fact that I'm a motherfucking Gryffindor and everyone says I'm a Hufflepuff, but deep down I think we all know I'm a Gryffindor.
Fam, don't hate on the Hufflepuffs.
What are you?
What do you think? I'm a fucking Hufflepuff.
Oh, I always figured I'd be then again, I always figured that if I was a Gryffindor, I would be the shittiest Gryffindor. but I'd still be a Gryffindor. Damn it.
For real though, you could be like a little bit Slytherin.
I would be the nicest Slytherin ever.
Yeah, but like Slytherins aren't mean. They're just like
They're cunning.
yeah.
Stealthy. I'm not that at all. Oh, I could. I'd be the Slytherin with like a mental disorder. I would be really nice to everyone, but deep down inside, I have a plan to kill everyone
Oh god.
in the school. I'd be like,
And the
hey,
best
how you
part
doing? I'm a
is they also-
Slytherin. Nice to meet you. And on the inside, I'm like, I'm gonna stab you in front of the dark alley.
You've just described somebody I went to school with. Another fun story from Jay's scarring past at school.
Alright.
There was this one dude. He was a fucking furry, right?
Oh fuck, of course.
So that's always a good precursor. But like, he came up to me in what do you guys call PE? Just
Yeah, we
Is
just call
it?
it PE.
PE.
Physical education, PE. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, like, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gay," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And me, being the mom friend, was like, "I'm gonna take this baby gay in, and I will be his friend."
I will raise
That
him
was
in
a
the nest.
mistake. Genuinely,
Really?
like, we used to walk home together, and he used to insist on walking at least one pace behind us. Weird, right? But like,
Why?
he just randomly talk about like torture methods and shit. And he'd like sharpen his nails into points to see if he could like cut into his skin with it. And we were like,
He sharpened his nose.
nails,
Oh,
like
my
fingernails,
Sorry, I
Could
just
you
I just
imagine,
imagine this
like,
fucking idiot like with his nose in his
pointy ass
wrist.
nose.
It's like, crawling in my skin. Sorry.
Genuinely, that's who he was as a person.
Fuck.
hmm And like, we actually reported him to the police, and the police were like, "Yeah, he's a bit messed up in it." And we were like, "Mm-hmm."
Did anything happen to him afterwards, or he kind of just fell to
I
the
mean,
wayside?
they like forced him into counselling, and then he refused to talk to them. So I don't think he goes anymore. And like, apparently, he still wanders around like the sixth form, and it's just. I fear for the lives of every single person in that school while he attends. Because
Oh,
if there was
man.
ever going to be a school shooting, it'd be him.
Yeah. Do you guys have like this is a really dark topic, but do you guys have like school shooting and violence and all that stuff over there?
Not as much as you guys.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
nowhere near. I can't think of any examples in England. There has been them, but like it's not as common.
Huh.
So like, lucky us, I guess. That's cool.
Yeah. So that guy's
Gun
clearly a
control.
Slytherin then.
Yeah.
I don't think he'd even be popular with other Slytherins though. I mean, clearly.
No, he's just a psychopath. Like, genuine medical definition of a psychopath.
Fuck.
Yeah. Like, this is like how furry extra he was. Like, he fucking. We took psychology together, and he was talking about this one study where this dude conditioned dogs to drool at the sound of a bell because they thought that meant food.
Okay, that's a real study.
Yeah, it was like Pavlov, and he was like, I don't really agree with the ethics of like that certain study, and I was like,
Oh,
great,
what
I'm
the
actually gonna have,
fuck?
I'm gonna have like a great psychological conversation with him. For once, he's not gonna talk about creepy things, and he was like, because I relate to the dogs, and I don't think that's how they should be treated.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
like, yikes. Like, have you
Man.
ever seen the Vine of the dude where he's like, on all levels except physical, I am a wolf? That's him.
Woof. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually pictured that guy's body type like during this entire
I mean, no,
story.
he's like this skinny, nerdy dude.
Skinny twat.
Yeah, I'll see if I can send you a photo later.
Please
he's
do.
just-
I'll include him in the thumbnail.
Oh god.
I'll put a furry
No,
on his face.
because I will go missing.
Alright, I won't. Or will I? Who knows?
Oh,
Fuck, dude, I wish the furries that I went to school with were that crazy. They usually just kept to themselves and screamed.
no, he's just like the exceptional case.
Alright. Fucking the ethics of making dogs drool.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's so stupid.
hmm
Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
so my area is the pinnacle of England, clearly.
Oh yeah. Of which we won't go into details for safety reasons.
Hi, I live in England, TM. Where?
England.
Like, if somebody online asks me where I live, I'm like, the UK. It's like, where? I'm like, England. It's like, where? I'm like, the good bit.
England. Did our other friend ever find out?
Oh, yeah. The video I'm going to send you, I sent to the group chat that they used to be in. And they were all like, what the fuck? And then the people I know IRL are just like, yeah, that's just home.
That's where we live.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
And I suppose it's like a two-way thing. Like, you could probably show me, like, the day-to-day shit from your life, and I'd be like, that's completely fucking out of this world. And you'd be like, yeah, no, that's just Tuesday.
It's just Tuesday. Yeah, dude, speaking of, so one of the topics we have written down is you had some questions about American culture and American stuff. So hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me with your best fucking shot, buddy.
Right, okay.
I think that the dog drooling, offending the furry, that is crazy. I think that's a good
Good
capping
segue.
point. That's a good segue, yeah.
Mm. So, like, the
Let's go.
American school system's fucking confusing. Like, your grades and shit, and then you go into, like, college, but it's not college, it's uni. And how? Explain.
Well, so what do you mean by the grade system? Do you mean how it goes A, B, C, D?
No, like, grades as in what grade you're in.
Okay, well it goes preschool.
And what age are you then?
I'm gonna struggle with the ages, honest to God. I think you go in there when you're like 4,
Mm.
5 or something. It's preschool is literally just that. It's the thing that you have before school.
Yeah,
Like,
so,
actual
like,
school, then you
nursery
got-
for us then.
Then you have kindergarten, which I think also exists before the first grade.
Mm.
I don't know if they're like linked or something. This is really far back. I don't even remember if I remember I went to a kindergarten that was connected to a Catholic church, and I remember their
Oh,
bread pudding
Christian.
was really fucking good. That was one of the
What
only
the fuck
reasons
is
why I
red
went.
pudding?
Bread pudding?
Oh, bread pudding. I thought you said red.
Oh no, my bad. And then it goes
Yeah.
to elementary school, which is consistent of first, second, third, fourth, fifth grade. Really, you think you're the shit, and it's cool, yada yada yada. Then you go to middle school. That's the awkward phase. You either turn into a psychopath in that phase, regardless if you consent or not, just because of how shitty it is. In terms of, because you start puberty, you start getting into culture and anime, you start having opinions, and you scream because you're an autistic piece of shit and everyone hates you.
Anime and opinions is never a good mix.
Oh, dear God, no. That's usually when people get Tumblrs, and I didn't. Thank God. I was really into dubstep though, so that's not good.
Every time you drag something, I'm like, yep, that was me. That's me. That's who I am.
Oh, fuck. I'm mostly insulting myself though. So that's middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th, and then it goes to high school, also known as either the greatest moments of your life or the most depressing. Mine was the latter. And it goes
Same.
freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and that's 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. 11th grade's really important because that's the year where you discover, all right, am I doing college or am I going to be a shitty weed boy? I didn't do either. Well, I did the first one. I didn't do the second one. And then after that, you graduate, and then you can either go into a career or a job. I know a lot of people that do that. Or you can go to community college or a university, I think, and then technical college if you're just getting into a trade vocation like plumbing.
Okay.
So
like,
I'm in
when
the
do you
community
actually
college.
get your qualifications and stuff?
Excuse me?
When do you get, like, qualifications and stuff?
Oh, you never do. No matter how many qualifications you get, you're always going to be surpassed by someone else. That's the beauty of the American education system.
No, but, like, age-wise, when do you sit exams for qualifications? That makes sense.
I don't know what qualifications you're referring to.
Right, so in the English system, right, you've got any age before the age of, like, 4 or 5, depending on when your birthday is in the year.
Mhm.
Like, it's nursery. And then you go to reception, which is the first year, which is the year you turn 5. Or are 5. And then year 1, year 2 is usually like the first school you go to. I can't remember what we used to call it because nobody else calls it that. And then you've got to primary school, which is years 3 to 6. And the end of year 6, you do like exams to check your grades for the next school. And then year 7 to year 11 is to build up to what we call GCSEs. And that's to get you. You can put it on like job applications or whatever, but nobody really cares. But it's mainly to get you into like college or sixth form. And then you either do A levels or like college qualifications. And then you use that to get into universities, and then you get like your diplomas and like the good qualifications that you can actually use in a career properly.
Huh.
Yeah, so we seem to have a system that works. And so for a British person to try and to understand American school system is like, why do you actually walk away with something?
Well, if you do, you can do 4-year college, and that usually gets you a good amount, a great amount of stuff. What a lot of people do is that they just do community college for 2 years and they get their generals, so your math credits and yada yada yada.
Yeah. So my understanding is like the 4 years of college is kind of like university for us.
Yeah, I think so.
It's so unnecessarily complicated, especially considering it's supposed to be based off like British systems.
Yeah, we kind of.
You done goofed.
Weird thing going on. We did. We done goofed. Fuck. There was like something else I wanted to say about the community college. Yeah, and then are you guys able to like do that college stuff like whenever you want? Like in my community college when I went.
Well, I mean, like
it's like a giant age pool, different races.
Yeah, that's kind of like college for us.
Okay.
Because like college, you start if you don't go to sixth form, you go to college or do like an apprenticeship. But like college, you start at 16, and from my year downwards, you have to stay in some form of education till 18. So I'll be doing this year and next year of college mandatory. And then they give you another 3 year of education doing courses. But if you're over 19, you have to pay for your courses.
Fuck.
And like those courses you can either use in jobs as is or use to get you to uni. But like, so like, say I've just done a hairdressing course. Like I could use that to go consider myself a qualified hairdresser, or I could use that to go to like university for hair or whatever. It's boring as hell, to be fair.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's I never think about other educational systems.
Wow, you yourself. Wow.
Yeah. Sorry. Us Americans are very narcissistic. We don't really like thinking about other cultures out there. We only really look out for ourselves and our kin and our beer. Our fireworks and our eagles and our president, bless his heart, and what else is American?
Freedom.
And our freedom, yes. Fuck. Well, any other large questions you got about the American culture? What's romance like in the UK? You guys have a Tinder?
Again, wouldn't know. Like, romance culture's kind of weird because, like, there's talking to someone and then there's talking to someone, and there's a distinction there. And I can't explain how we know the difference, but we all seem to know the difference. But, like, if you're talking to someone, it's just having a conversation. But if you're talking to someone, it's, like, with intent of it going somewhere.
Oh, flirting.
Yeah, kind of, but like, there's no specific tell that it is that kind of conversation, and you just have to blindly guess whether or not they're into you. Like we don't.
Oh, good. That's so a lot like American, huh? American
like,
systems.
Most people don't do dates. They're just kind of like. They just wait for something to happen, like somebody kisses someone, and then you just like.
All right. Well, we're dating.
Either you're on it with them or you're dating.
On it?
on it. Like, if you're on it with them, it's kind of like not exclusive, but like it's implied you two are like,
A thing.
yeah.
Oh.
No, there's usually some boning going on, but not
Right,
always.
well, yeah. I would imagine so. Any other questions for America?
Honestly, just why in general? Like,
Why? Why do you exist?
Yeah,
We
just one
exist
question,
because you
why?
goddamn English people said fuck you, and we didn't like that, so we made our own America.
you
Some-
guys are
something
descended
like-
from us, like, well, America
Yeah,
as
and
a
then
whole.
we invited everyone after completely like fucking them over, and now we're kind of here.
You.
Look at
I
us.
mean, like, there's like Polynesian people from like Hawaiian Islands and whatever, and they're locals.
So
And
was
then
it?
Native Americans, but like the whites, TM.
Yeah, they also fucked up my culture, Hawaii. That was nice. Thanks for that.
Oh, is that actually how you say Hawaii? Because we just say like as a fluid sound, but you seem to have like a break in it.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know if it's like the call, but you say Hawaii. But
Yeah, it's
we
Hawaii.
usually just say Hawaii. Like,
Yeah,
you s-
Hawaii. Oh, you
you
mean the pause between the and the e?
yeah.
Well, it's pronounced in the native tongue Hawaii, and I was
Okay, so I'm
tainted
just
by the
white
white
trash
man.
then.
Well, and listen, I don't really care about pronunciations all that much.
Nah, I just
So that's why I say Hawaii, even though that's like it's a weird mix between Hawaii and Hawaii.
mm,
That makes sense. That's why it rolls off the tongue easier for me to just say Hawaii
so like,
with a hard
would
e
you
at the
consider
end.
yourself like Hawaiian more than American, or is it
Sometimes
just like the same
sometimes I
thing?
forget. Like more often than not, I forget that I look very very Asian to a lot of people. And sometimes I just walk around and I swear to God, like subconsciously, I'm like a white person. Like just like by American standards, by like the way I act, the way I talk, the way I don't
Yeah.
have an accent, all that stuff. But but it comes to the point where again I do forget that I appear as Asian, which is bullshit. Cause
Yeah.
I am what was it? I am
Polynesian?
so fucking Hawaiian. It's depressing. Like my lineage, I'm actually the great whatever the fuck of King Kamehameha, and he was the greatest. And
Shit.
and you know what I am a tiny sliver of? In that tiny sliver fits fucking a bunch of stuff. German, Japanese, Okinawan. That's a type of Chinese. There's a huge difference though, trust me. Native American. I think I have like, and even then, if you break those down, I have a lot of. I have everything except from anything that's from underneath America. So Spain, yada yada. Well, no, that's not.
Wait,
true.
what?
No, I fucked up.
Spain is under America.
Yeah, Spain is under America. You didn't know that? Basically, I don't have anything
Let's
from
just break the
Africa.
whole
I don't have anything
Africa.
from Australia. Oh no, I do kind of. Actually, no, I don't. Do I? A little bit. But I don't have anything that's underneath or above America. I'm everything else though. Basically.
Yeah, it's just like when white people are like, you can't call me white, I'm 2%
Yeah.
Japanese. And you're like, no,
It's
you're not.
literally it's like that sometimes.
Or like, I'm 2% Italian, so you can't call me white. And I'm like, honey.
I like
Italians are white.
I like being Hawaiian though. I would prefer being Hawaiian and all that stuff. But I do see your point sometimes. Even I feel like that sometimes where I'm like, yeah, why do I give a shit?
Mm.
I tell you though, when I have a tan, when I finally manage to stay out in the sun, I have to stay out in the sun for like 20 fucking hours, I swear to God. Just to get like a good tan. I am
20
so
hours.
Hawaiian.
20 hours.
Yeah, dude, I don't sunburn and I don't gain fat. Those are my two special abilities God gave me.
You're saying this to a British person. 20
What?
hours is an immensely short time to get a tan.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys don't catch tans easy? I thought you guys were like pale or something.
Yeah. I'm pasty Caucasian #1. Like, I'm supposed to be going to Spain, and I'm kind of afraid because in sunlight I get paler.
What the You start glowing.
Yeah, I just kind of like Edward Cullen on that shit.
Ooh. It
Just
sounds
full
very...
body glitter.
It's a very good reference.
No, just go for we just go really red. We don't actually like tan nicely unless you're like that one person that actually
Yes.
has a tan, and even then people are convinced it's from a bottle.
That's a thing, dude. I don't even sunburn, and I don't even... I just keep literally the same skin color.
And that must be lovely.
It
I'm like-
sucks. I also can't gain fat. I went to Hawaii, and for a solid week, I had like 10 meals a day, and I was out in the sun for like so long, and I didn't gain anything.
Yeah.
It's hard to get ripped with like a 6-pack and all those sexy muscles when you fucking eat everything and you don't gain shit.
Mm.
Then again, that's like white people problems right there.
I can relate because like I can never put on weight, but like that just means I don't have an ass. Like, I wish I had an ass, but she's not present and attending at the moment.
Aww.
Like the squats are not coming through.
I think I have a pretty good thing going. That's just me though.
Oh yeah.
That's just me. I'm never gonna take any pictures of that variety, but I think I'm doing good. good in the decent. Very
hood.
decent. My goal is to find my clone one day.
And
Not
just
even-
check them out.
No, it literally like if I find someone that is literally the exact same as me, in terms of even like fate, like if I could clone myself at this point,
Okay,
I'd
the
be good for the rest of my life.
You find someone identical to you, but they have a better ass. Will you like fight them?
we'd have to settle it in Smash, dude. As in
What?
not the game, if you know what I'm talking about. Hee hee.
Oh god.
Ha ha ha! I could do the sexy joke too.
Yikes. Haha, I also can speak of the sec.
Ooh. Wait, oh. That was a different ooh. I'm serious
Yeah,
though, dude. If
that
you're
was the
if you're
wrong
my
ooh.
if you're my clone and you're listening to this, let's go. Immediately.
If you're my clone and you're listening, I'll punch you.
Why you gotta be so violent towards your clone?
I mean, it's kind of like a generic British thing that none of us like ourselves.
Aww.
Like, everyone thinks themselves as an asshole, otherwise you've got a narcissism complex.
I guess. I guess in America we have this front going on as well of we're all a bunch of funny narcissists and we're all great, but you know
Yeah,
we all pretty much hate
if you like
ourselves,
yourself,
too. Yeah.
Europe yourself, Steve.
Was that?
I said if you like yourself, Europe yourself. Like, you need to get over it.
It's a pun. I swear to God, I heard a pun there.
Europe yourself.
I got no. Stop.
End this.
Oh God. So any other last topics? We talked about quite a bunch.
We've segued so far from the plan.
Yeah, it usually happens with these
Fast enough.
somewhat recommended. These somewhat recreational recordings.
Yeah, fairs. Like, we had a plan. She's not here. She couldn't make it today.
She kinds of left, yes.
She's stuck in traffic. She's not gonna get here in time.
Alright, so please, for the love of God, do that American accent though. Please, I beg of you. I beg of you.
Yeah, but what kind of American?
Well, I had a complete disregard when I did my accent, so please have the exact same.
You had a what now?
When I talk like this, it's my English accent. That's what I sound like when I'm from English. Look at me. I'm drinking tea.
Is that what I sound like to you?
No, you have like a. Fuck. What was it? What do you want to hear me say in
I'm
attempt to
like
do your
Downton
voice?
Abbey British.
Downtown Abbey.
What's his Downtown
Downton.
Abbey,
There's no
actually?
W.
Excuse
You
me?
don't know what Downton Abbey is?
I don't know what that is. Sorry, I don't.
It's like this British drama about like a Victorian family. It's just like the pinnacle of Britain.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing Great
I
British
think
Bake Off.
I got that. I think I got that point. But is it any good though? Cause
It's a bit shit.
are you not
Maggie Thatcher.
are you
Maggie
not
Thatcher-
catching
not
the
Maggie
accent
Thatcher.
now?
I'm catching it. I'm just trying real hard to pretend it's not happening.
Yeah, well, it is, and you should get along with it.
You slipping back into that not quite John Lennon.
It is John Lennon.
Fuck. I wish I could do
My
accent.
John Lennon.
It's
If you just announce that you are John Lennon, it's close enough.
I'm John Lennon.
There we go.
There we go. We got there.
Alright, American, right fucking now. Let's go.
What do you want me to say?
Just say I eat the burger. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Say I'm surrounded by Europeans right now.
I am surrounded by Europeans right now.
You sound really gay.
That's because I am, Frank.
No, meaning that's like that's the stereotypical gay accent right there. Like,
Yeah, I
oh
only
my
pay attention to the gay
God.
Americans. You're like the exception. You're probably one of the few straight Americans I know.
Fair enough.
Well,
Fair. Well, let's not put myself in a box here, buddy. Wink.
Hey, oh, no.
No, no.
No.
I'd like to hear you try the Western one where it's like, I don't know about these goddamn Europeans, but I am definitely surrounded by them at this current moment.
Oh, like what's that one bit from?
Jimmy Neutron.
No, there's a bit out of what's it called? The really overpopular. The on Wednesdays we were pink one. What's that movie called?
What? On Wednesdays we were pink.
Yeah, what's that movie called?
What's a quote? What's a quote from them?
No, that's a quote from the movie.
Oh, Wednesdays we're oh, Mean Girls.
Yeah, like what's that
I
bit
think-
from the Mean Girls? And he was like,
I've never seen
and
it.
then on the seventh day, God invented the AK-47.
And on the seventh, oh, I know. He's a kid though, so he doesn't have the.
And on the seventh
Yeah.
day, the God invented the Remington rifle, so that humankind can protect against the dinosaurs. That's my
And homosexual.
cockability. And homosexual. That's my twink farmer. Cause I'm just a little farmer. I'm a little farmer. I just like my farming. I like my crops. And I like a little action on Sundays, if you catch my drift, partner. Tee-hee-hee. He's Twink Farmer, that's why.
Is that his granddad name? It just says Twink Farmer.
Pretty much, like, if I had like if I could go inside my brain and it would be like a statue and the name of each voice, that's what it would just be a cute little old man farmer. He's a cutie, he's like 4'11", and he's a twink.
Why is he a little old man and a twink?
Cause he's a cutie. You just want to pinch his cheeks, his face ones,
ones?
not the other.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, let down.
Tee-hee-hee, stop pinching me.
He's a little cutie. He's a cute little old man, dude. Don't step on him.
Oh God. Alright, what was I saying in American?
I'm surrounded by Europeans.
I am surrounded by the Europeans.
You sound like Morgan fucking Freeman, dude. Holy shit.
Maybe I am. Are you sure I'm not?
And on the 5th day, Jay discovered that he can do my voice. I'm Morgan Freeman. A bitch. So any last minute topics before we wrap up and get to the last segment of the podcast?
Can you keep the Kardashians? We don't want them.
They're in Europe?
They're trying.
Keep them. No, we don't
They
want
keep
them.
up with the Kardashians, like that entire thing's coming over to England, and I'm like, no, thank you.
Let's put them in Africa. I'm sure they'd like it.
Oh God. Well, I mean, they want to pretend that they're not white, so.
Exactly. I don't know, man. I don't really. Luckily, not a lot of people over here like them either.
Really, they're like the pinnacle.
I've never met anyone.
But to be fair, that's just kind of what we assume Americans are like, because that's what we see of them.
Yeah, I could see that. That's fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. We are
Yeah,
very much like
like,
that. Just
When you were like,
narcissists.
yeah, I've got an alright ass. I'm just picturing Kim K.
I think. Oh, hey, I might not be Kim K, but I'm okay, buddy.
Well done, that was impressive.
Thank you.
That's it. I'm hopping onto Photoshop right the fuck now and I'm making an edit of your face on Kim K. And that break the internet.
Good. That's gonna be. It's gonna be the thumbnail right next to the furry.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make complete shitpost edits.
God bless you, Jay. So yeah, any last topics?
You were the one with the manifesto. I'm just like rolling with the punches at this point.
Well, I mean, in a way, we kind of covered all the topics.
Yeah.
We talked about McDonald's. That's good.
Fucking McDonald's.
All right. Well, let's hop over to the last part of the somewhat recommended podcast. This week's recommended. Yeah. It's where if you had the power to influence the listener to listen or read or experience like a video game or a movie or a song or something, some creative thing that needs more love, love on the internet. Just recommend that. Yeah. Would you like me to go first or? would you
Yeah,
like to
sure.
go?
Give me thinking time.
All right.
Jay is unprepared, TM.
I recommend you. I recommend that you drive stick, because driving stick makes you feel like a real badass. It's,
honey.
It's pretty.
Nobody drives an automatic in England.
Really?
Yeah, if like you drive an automatic, it's kind of like, can you really drive though?
Dude, I love driving stick. Oh my god, I hated it for a while because it wasn't the car. I wasn't able to pick out the car. We were at an auction. We kind of had to jump on it, but I've really. Oh god, I love my stick car. It's great. Going from second to third is really fun because you got to do like a lightning bolt, like a Harry Potter forehead kind of maneuver. and then going from third to fourth is like, bah! It's fun. And then once you hit fifth gear and the car doesn't brake, it's like, oh fuck, I'm a speed racer boy. Ugh, it's just so much fun. It's a real hit with the ladies.
The Fast and the Furious.
I've never seen a single one, and I don't plan to.
Good.
Cause I'm not a fan of action movies.
Same, to be fair. Like, where's the plot?
I want to see The Thing, the original one. So,
Right, I've
yeah,
got
I recommend you drive stick. Sorry, what was that?
I've got to try and figure out, like, I'd probably recommend this one artist that I listen to called Crywolf.
Okay.
He sounds really edgy when you first start to listen to him, because, like, a lot of his music's, like, influenced by, like, dubstep and synth music, but it's also, like, really poetic and shit. And there's no way to describe it without sounding like a 13-year-old writing emo lyrics in the bedroom. But, like, he's got a creepiness to him that it also, like, you know, when you're a little bit hungover at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're in, like, a 24-hour shop and it's just, like, not real. This is what you'd imagine would be playing in the back of your head. Like,
Fuck.
if I could recommend anything, just listen to the Dysphoria EP by Crywolf. It's the good shit.
Fuck yeah, I think you sent me some of his stuff.
Probably.
Wow.
Every time I meet someone, I'm just like, but have you listened to Crywolf?
Fuck! Thanks for spiking the audio.
You're welcome.
Anyway, that was the somewhat recommended podcast. Have a good old day. Say bye, Jay.
Say bye, Jay.
It's
Original.
funny because you are gay.
me every day of my life.
A runabout. I'll steal it! No one will ever know! Hey, we're getting in a rut. No one will ever know! No one will ever know!
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 510, 550, 500.
No one will ever know! Oh, you haven't been thrashed enough yet, eh?
Right, okay, I just wanna make a point that when you said this is your episode, I thought you were making a pun of saying Europe-isode. So, free title for you.